This is the first topic of the Chapter 3, Classes of Food. Human consume food to get energy, and substances, that required by the human body. Foods can be classified into the following categories, they are, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, fiber, mineral, water. In general, humans can get all the required substances and energy from these 7 categories of foods to sustain their daily life. These 7 categories of foods will be discussed in the following section of lesson. We first talk about the carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is the organic substance that consists of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. There are 3 types of hydrate. The first type of carbohydrate is starch. Starch is the food stored in the plants. The second type of carbohydrate is glycogen. Glycogen is the food stored in animals' muscles and liver. The third type of carbohydrate is cellulose, which can be extracted from plants' cells. This 3 kind of carbohydrate is formed from the glucose. Carbohydrate is function to provide energy to humans. We may gain the carbohydrate from the following foods: rice, wheat, potato, sugar, and meat. The second class of food is protein. Protein is the organic substance that made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen element. Some of the proteins consist of and phosphorus elements. During the digestion of proteins, protein will be converted into their basic unit, the amino acid. We may gain protein from animals and plants. Animal proteins consists of all the amino acid that required by human body, while plant protein consists of half of the amino acid that required by body. Proteins in our body function to provide energy, growth of our body, repair damaged cells, replace dead cells, produce enzymes, hormones, and antibodies that required by our life processes. The excessive proteins in our body will not be kept and will be changed to urea and eliminated through our urination and perspiration system. Examples of food that provide proteins are meat, fish, bean, eggs. The third class of food is fat. Fats are organic substances that made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen elements. Fats are the molecules consists of glycerol and fatty acid in ratio of 1:3. Oil is the fat that exists in liquid form in room temperature. Fats provide a lot more energy compared to carbohydrates and proteins. The fats in our body functions to control body temperature, protect internal organs, transport vitamin A, D, E, and K. Human body able to keep the excess fat under the skin as the heat insulator. We may get the fats from plant and animals. Examples of food with fat are oil and butter. The fourth class of food is vitamins. Vitamins are the organic compound that do not provide energy. Vitamins function to maintain health and prevent infection of disease. Vitamins can be classified into 2 groups. The first group is water-soluble vitamin. It consists of vitamin B and vitamin C. The second type of vitamin is fat-soluble vitamin. It consists of vitamin A, D, E, and K. We will further discuss these 2 types of vitamins in the coming section. We first talk about the water-soluble vitamin, vitamin B and C. About the vitamin B. Vitamin B help to maintain nervous system functions. Vitamin B help in formation of red blood cells. Vitamin B help to prevent anemia and beriberi. Vitamin B from eggs, green vegetables, yeast, and animal liver. About the vitamin C. Vitamin C help to prevent and fight infection of diseases. Vitamin C help to maintain gums and mouth health. Vitamin C help prevent scurvy. We may gain vitamin C from fruit and vegetables. Now, we talk about fat-soluble vitamin, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. About the vitamin A. Vitamin A is good for night vision and help to prevent night blindness. Vitamin A help to maintain healthy skin. We may gain vitamin A from egg yolk, fish oil, green vegetables, milk, tomatoes, red carrot. About the vitamin D. Vitamin D help in calcium absorption, prevent rickets and osteomalacia. E help in strengthen tooth enamel. Vitamin D help to maintain healthy skin. We may gain vitamin D from butter, eggs, fish oil, green vegetables, or exposure ourselves to sunlight. About the vitamin E. Vitamin E help to maintain reproductive system functions. Vitamin E help to maintain position of foetus in the womb. Vitamin E help in formation of cells membrane. Vitamin E help in nerves and muscle health. We may gain vitamin E from cereal, green vegetables, and wheat. About the vitamin K. Vitamin K help to speed up the process of blood clot and prevent the prolonged bleeding. We may gain vitamin K from eggs yolk, fish oil, green vegetables, milk, and tomatoes. Now, we talk about the class of food, fiber. Fiber is a substance that cannot be digested by the digestive system. Fiber is from plants, which have cellulose in their cell wall. Fiber helps to stimulate peristalsis and prevent constipation. Fiber absorbs water in the intestine and helps remove waste. Fiber helps to reduce cholesterol level and control sugar level in blood. We may get fiber from fruit, vegetables, and cereal. The sixth class of food is minerals. Minerals are the inorganic substances that required by the body. Our body requires a small amount of minerals to build new cells and regulate life process. The following are the 6 essential minerals that required by body. The first is calcium. It is the most abundant mineral in our body, which is the essential material for formation of our bone. The second is iron. It is needed to make hemoglobin, a part of blood cells. Hemoglobin is function to transport oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body. The third is iodine. It is the raw material to make thyroid hormones. The thyroid hormones are essential to proper development and differentiation of all cells of the human body. These hormones also regulate protein, fat, and carbohydrate metabolism, and affecting how human cells use energetic compounds. Phosphorus. Phosphorus is after calcium, the second most abundant mineral in the body. It is a principal mineral of bones and teeth. The main inorganic compound of bone is calcium phosphate salts. Potassium is an essential mineral, regulate water balance, levels of acidity and blood pressure. It is important in controlling the activity of the heart, muscles, and the nervous system. Sodium helps to control the amount of fluid around the body's cells. Sodium also helps regulate blood pressure and the volume of blood. These 6 essential minerals will be discussed in the following section of the lesson. We first talk about the most abundant mineral in our body, calcium. Calcium together with phosphorus, an oxygen element, to form calcium phosphate salt. It helps to strengthen bones and teeth. It helps to prevent rickets and osteoporosis. We may gain the calcium from food, for examples: anchovies, green vegetable, milk. About the iron. Iron in our body help in formation of hemoglobin in the blood, anemia. We may gain iron from the foods, for examples: eggs, green vegetables, animal meat, animal liver. About the iodine. Iodine is used to make thyroid hormones in thyroid gland, at which thyroid hormones is used to increase the metabolism of body. It is essential for the growth and development of our body cells. We may get iodine from fruit and seafood. About the phosphorus. Phosphorus together with calcium and oxygen to form calcium phosphate salt. It is function to strengthen bone and teeth. It helps to prevent rickets and brittle teeth. It helps in the formation of nucleic acid in the DNA. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid, located inside the nucleus of every cell. It is a molecule composed of Ts that coil around each other to form a double helix, carrying the genetic instructions. Used in the growth, development, functioning, and reproduction of organisms. Without DNA, a cell cannot synthesize proteins. The cell will die without being able to replicate. And eventually, the cell will gradually degrade. We may gain phosphorus from cheese, eggs, meat, milk and vegetables. About potassium. Potassium in human body help in muscle contraction. Potassium help to prevent immobility and muscle cramps. Potassium maintains body cells' membrane setting, so substance can flow in and out the cells. We may gain potassium from vegetable, fruit and meat. About sodium. In human body, sodium helps in traction. Sodium helps in formation of blood plasma. Blood plasma is a yellowish-colored liquid component of blood that holds the blood cells in whole blood. It makes up about 55% of the body's total blood volume. Sodium helps to maintain cells' membrane setting and helps to maintain cells' membrane regulation. We may gain sodium from the food, such as cheese, eggs, meat and salt. In the last part of the topic 1, we talk about the water. About 65 to 75% of our body mass is from the water. In our body, water is existed in our blood, cytoplasm organ and in between body cells. Cytoplasm organ is referring to the cell organs within the cell cytoplasm. Our body requires water to gain the following function: control body temperature, control blood concentration, eliminate waste substances, to be urea and sweat, transport digested food to body cells. We receive water from drink and food. This is full content of the topic 1, classes of food.